up? Manny's show. Manny's was pretty good.
10th episode for the Dark Horde podcast. The Dark Horde Twitter account is out
10th episode of Dark Horde broadcast. Pretty good. Manny's awesome. I'm sorry I started at 1:39.
Making some moves, making some changes in people's lives and retweeting things. That is the one Twitter bot that I have for the Dark Horde that really picks up some really good things. A lot of great authors, a lot of authors that side of the fence of the paranormal community is always so happy to, share and retweet and share vampire stories, show like vampire marks and shit like that, 5 marks on the neck, share the blood types, how many children they have. I mean, I'm just saying, they're really open, they're really cool about things. Only once in a while, you come across somebody having like a spat or something like that on the Twitterverse when it comes to paranormal things like that. But the weird thing is that if you go to the other side of paranormal, the one that people don't even consider paranormal these days, which is
I can't see the chat. I'm sorry.
UFOs and aliens. People fighting there all the fucking time. It's like constant.
I had to use my webcam.
Constant fighting between people who research UFOs and are so fucking opinionated that it's hilarious. Listen, we all got opinions, just like we all got assholes. But it doesn't mean that you need to open it up to everyone. Sometimes you gotta keep your butthole closed. I'm just saying, just keep it closed. It's okay. You don't have to spread it just because someone says something that you don't agree about. That kind of went left a little bit there, but I just saw some of that today.
I'm not sure if you guys
in between being stuck to the TV and watching COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic news, I guess I'm beside myself. In the history books we read about pandemics and epidemics and things like that, and it's not the same as experiencing it in real life. And just imagine this. Now we have this connection to the rest of the world, which people didn't have like 100 years ago or more. And so when they went through stuff like this, it was like hearsay. They'd hear about, people passing away in a different part of the world, probably like months later after it happened. Now, fuck. I mean, it could be like 2-3 hours, since, let's say someone in Germany tallies up the numbers, or somebody in Spain or Italy, and we here already know about it. It's a lot more, in your face, I guess, living in 2020 through what I like to call a pandemic. 2020 pandemic is fucking nuts. And thanks to the media, the internet, globalization, it's all really real. And it really is hard to not have your nose in it 24/7, trying to see what the hell's going on. I've gotten so bad that I downloaded all these news apps just to watch the videos on my phone when I'm not, by the TV. That's how bad I am. I am like watching this like a hog, and I think everyone should as well. It's not something to take lightly. You need to get out there and do it, because even Bigfoot is out there concerned about COVID-19, the coronavirus.
Hey, Green Man, what's up, man?
Bigfoot.
Oh, louder.
Sorry. Most endearing cryptids there is. And if you look at the logo for this particular episode, number 10, you'll see that
Green Man, I think I picked the wrong microphone.
The hide-and-seek champion of the world.
I picked the wrong microphone and I picked the wrong camera.
Gal, for all we know,
I picked the wrong microphone and I picked the wrong camera.
So, what do?
Sorry.
We have to crown him hide-and-seek champion. But today's episode is all about Bigfoot and things that have happened in the last few years, something recently and something last year, and then we're going to take a trip back for another incident.
I was supposed to choose the external camera and external microphone, and I just threw it on live without doing that. That was my bad.
The hide and seek champion gives no fucks. But the stuff.
What's up, Green Man? I hope you're good. This was a good show. I enjoy many stuff.
Stories are fascinating because some people tell stories about Bigfoot that are scary as hell. Because can you imagine coming face to face with something that's almost twice your fucking size, standing upright, just looking at you, face to face, well, eyeballs to skull. And what do you do? Like I don't know that I'd freeze or run like hell. I think the whole fight or flight, there will be no fight. It'll be all flight. I mean, go on. Like literally, you'll see my dust. I can imagine that something that big can run fast as fuck. I mean, I don't know if I can outrun it. I have no idea. Hopefully, we never have to find out. But
I'm just gonna
the thing
listen
is
to
that
it.
our hide and seek champion needs to also be protected from COVID-19 because he's a mammal, you know. You know, Nessie, fuck Nessie. Nessie's under the water. Nessie don't give two shits about all these viruses, airborne viruses. Don't give no fucks. But Bigfoot and the Chupacabra, come on, we gotta protect our cryptids. We can't let them become victims of the coronavirus. That's just nuts. Completely fucking nuts. I want to say hello to the folks in our live chat. The old faithful, I call them.
I picked the wrong camera and I picked the wrong microphone. So if everything sounds crappy, I'm sorry. I'm glad you guys are here.
The crew that means something to the UFO Buster Radio Network because they are there and always supporting the podcast is Green Man Gutter, who I like to call Gutter. And I'm sure we'll see more of them kind of chiming in as we go along. But we're going to go ahead and play the first track because we got to save Bigfoot. We do. I know. And the shit is that if he gets caught up in this whole coronavirus thing, we'll never fucking find him. We'll never know.
I'm playing all the songs. I don't care, no matter what. Manny deserves it. It's his show. He's cool as hell.
I was sitting here laughing because the guys in the live chat, hey, Dave was here. They kind of heard a message in that song. I promise I had no idea that was in that song. Yeah, so there you go. So our first story for today, which was Bigfoot related, because this is the day of Bigfoot here, April 4th, 2020. Viral Bigfoot photos at Turkey Mountain, a part of City Park social distancing campaign. Apparently, somebody decided it was a good idea to put out a bunch of Bigfoot sightings. Yeah, got into a whole Bigfoot suit and everything, and started having pictures taken along the trails of this particular park. So it went viral, right? Because shit, we got Bigfoot. Damn, the pandemic's here. What am I gonna do? You know, you put your mask on, you put your hazmat suit on, you run the fuck out and try to catch Bigfoot. That's what you do. But apparently, what the issue was over at Turkey Mountain was that they noticed weather's getting a little better. There's going to be people out at the park. But for the love of Pete, don't forget about the fact that we are in a pandemic. Please. So they took all these pictures, and finally they came out the closet and said, no, it wasn't Bigfoot. It really wasn't. It was a campaign to make sure that you guys, the public, understand that there are other people in the park, and there may be some cryptids like Bigfoot as well, but you'll never know because he's a hide-and-seek champion. But if you don't practice social distancing, you're going to kill him, and we will never find his ass. So please, 6 feet apart, enjoy the park. That really is what the message was. And let's see, who is this guy? It turns out the guy's name was Ryan Howell. And what he did was he went out there, he staged several sighting photos, and from there, of course, it went viral. They're all excited about that, but then they turned around and say, hey, listen, it is a social distancing Sasquatch, and just him in the costume. So Ryan had the idea, a way to kind of get away from the doom and gloom of COVID-19 and the fact that it's driving people insane. And the minute that the weather gets nice outside, first thing you want to do is get the fuck out the house. You're sitting in there for days on end. Some people in some areas haven't left the fucking house at all. Like, I swear to you, I have not seen my neighbors in about 3 fucking weeks. I don't know if they're dead. I don't know if they're alive. I'm looking. I'm having bugs. I'll take Bugs, the UFO hunter, and I've been putting him over the fence to see if he can smell any dead bodies. I'm thinking they smell a lot like aliens, and that's what he specializes in. But if I don't smell any dead aliens, if Bugs doesn't either, then we're good. They're alive somewhere. That's what I'm going to assume. I'm thinking that's what's going on. That they really are practicing social distancing, or I am surrounded by Bigfoot families, and so I'll never find out if they're there or not. I'm not really sure. Not really sure how that's going to work out. But that's what it was. So it became viral, and people started saying, of course, how scared they were to be out, even enjoying the good weather because of COVID-19. And I guess the viral message using Bigfoot, our old faithful cryptid, got the message across, and it was popular, and people understand that they can enjoy the outdoors. But don't try to kill nobody else. And please, keep Bigfoot alive. For the love of Pete, don't do it. Don't do it. And there you go. So that was, and it was a good, feel-good story. And I was looking for something that was from today. Something that talked about Bigfoot. Now, I know we've had, in the last few weeks, we had stories about people putting up some fake Bigfoot photos and things like that. But, yeah, it's fake. I'm sorry. I just outed myself. But again, this was out in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And you guys who are familiar with the that Netflix series, The Tiger King,
I hope everybody's okay. I can't see chat. My chat's messed up. trying not to swear. Hope you guys are good. Sorry.
Also in Oklahoma itself. Yeah, so this is all regarding the park around Turkey Mountain, and I'm sure some of you people who are out there have recognized this. Fuck, you might be related to the guy in the Bigfoot suit. Who fucking knows? By the way, the suit is great. If you look at the article, it's linked in the description. Check it out. You'll see his full Bigfoot costume. I mean, listen, if I would have seen his ass out there and I had I would have tranquilized his ass.
Sorry, the ice machine is really loud. It's still cranking.
And brought him in for questioning. To be honest, that's a pretty nice looking suit. And how the fuck do you find something like that? I'm just saying. I'm not saying.
I wish the ghost would come out. That'd be cool. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I picked the wrong microphone and camera tonight, too. I guess I have to look at the settings. I'm sorry. You know what? I don't like this song. I just don't like it.
No, the hell is wrong with him? He thinks big. No doubt about it.
I'm sorry.
This particular story.
Danny, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that, but I don't like this song.
Is out of the state of Missouri or Missouri, depending on how you want to say it. There's different ways, I'm sure, because those are the two versions that I know. Group tracking Bigfoot shows 147 reports of sightings in Missouri. 140. Are you serious? When I see reports like this, I wonder, are we that messed up in the head? What's going on? Aliens and UFOs, chupacabras, Nessie, Bigfoot, abominable snowman, abominable, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know. I just don't know anymore. But it turns out many people see these things as hoaxes, right? People going around with the fake, gigantic feet, fucking up branches and stuff like that, trying to show that maybe something large was running through there and in charge, by the way. So there is a group called the Bigfoot Field Research Organization, and they're the ones that reported that they had about 147 reports of the Bigfoot sightings in the state of Missouri alone in 2019, not over 5 years, not in the last 30 years, 2019. That's how it went down. There's a story in here from a guy named Cody. Cody apparently was from the State University out there in Missouri. And it turns out that one late night in May of 2012, Cody was out there with 3 friends in a Jeep. Yeah, so he was over in some area where there's a game access area, game hunting, stuff like that. The area itself was close to Smithville Lake in Clay County out of Missouri. And there's some quotes about his situation. But I tell you what, I read this. And let me tell you this. I want you to let me just do this right now. I want you to keep the story in mind. Keep in mind what Cody is going to tell us here. And I got an audio clip for the last story, which is the next one. That audio clip is, as they say in the hood, it's balls to the wall. Now, some of you might not understand balls to the wall, but I can tell you this. If I were Cody, and if I were to hear the clip that I'm going to play for you in the next story, fuck Bigfoot, fuck everybody. I wouldn't leave my house. I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean, the hide-and-seek champion needs to stay hidden. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back to this. So Cody says this. I've seen bears. I've seen mountain lions. I've seen bobcats. Even in the dead of night, checking game cameras in southern Arkansas or Arkansas, sorry, and hearing a panther scream, I've never heard anything that quite in my entire life. Yeah. So he heard what I'm going to play for you in the next story. Cody and his friends pretty much were getting ready to leave when they spotted something in the distance that apparently to this day still haunts them. About 20 yards off in front of the Jeep, there's something in the tall grass, he said, looking at us. This grass is about 3 to 4 feet high, and it's like it's a big thing with eyes like the size of taillights just looking at us. In a panic, he said that the driver drove through a small cable fence, pulling the cable ties out. Cody said they almost hit the creature. He says that thing just stood up, and it was at least 2 feet taller than the Jeep we were sitting in, Cody said. I got within about 15 to 20 feet of it, and he says he got a better look from a distance at whatever the hell this creature was. He says it's just like what people say. It looks like a person, but not like a person. Sorry, not sorry. Kind of like a monkey, but not like a monkey. Like Corey was fucked up in the head after this. Like everything's like, yeah, like I'm happy, but I'm not happy. Like I'm Cody, but I'm not Cody. Anyway. And then he says, or like an ape, or rather an ape, or something. He was totally confused about life after that. Like Cody was like useless. I'll be honest. He was like, I think he had a lot of therapy after this. And then we just drove off and got the hell up out of there. Cody, and what many people are saying that him and his buddies came across was El Bigfoot, El Yahweh, Sasquatch here. Yeah, that's what happened. Of course, a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't think that. They still think that maybe Cody and his three buddies were screwing around, getting drunk, getting high. They weren't out there for no game. Are you serious? Shut up. He's lied to us. Cooter says that maybe Cody has some PTSD. It's fake. Listen, if something, again, I'm telling you, we're going to combine this story with the next one. But if someone or something stands up 2 feet taller than a Jeep and is just eyeing you down, fight or flight, I would do just like these boys did, and I would get the fuck out of Dodge. I'm not going to stick around. I'm not going to, like, play chicken with it either. Like, you could probably flip that damn Jeep really easy. So Cody's story is what many people report in seeing, this gigantic, hairy-ass, a beast of a thing that looks like an ape, looks like a monkey, maybe not, maybe so. Depends how you look at it, I guess. Depends how scared shitless you are. Because I'm sure if you're, like, getting the squirts while you're looking at this thing, you probably see all kinds of things. It's probably, hell, it probably was just up there or something like that, who knows. But that's what a lot of people in the science community are saying. That's what this article goes into, that what they're saying is, unless there is verifiable proof that this was a so-called Bigfoot, that it was probably just...
What's up, B. Baker? I'm just enjoying the show, man. I hope you are too. I'm glad you are here. You are super awesome.
Other animals that could be found in the environment over there in Missouri. But just like aliens, just like the Loch Ness Monster and the Chupacabras, unless there's proof, it's not going to go anywhere because science is dropping the big poo-poo on it. They're like, no, unless you can give me evidence, some hair samples, some DNA, a video, unless you write it in here like a Brokeback Mountain ride out there in the mountains of Missouri. Just jump on the back of this damn thing and write that shit in and bring it to us. Otherwise, the hide-and-seek world champion doesn't even exist. Not one bit. There is a reference to a book in here regarding well, kind of to give you an idea, because a lot of times people say, well, it's technology. Technology is making us fucked up in the head, and we're starting to see shit everywhere. Or they're trying to say that uh, it's a developmental thing. They're watching too much fucking TV. That's what it is. They're playing too many video games, and they're poisoning their minds, and they're freaking going to pareidolia. It was probably a big bush out there that they happened to hit, and it just sprung up after they ran it over the damn jeep. But there is a reference here to a book that was dated 986. There's no one in front of that. 986, year 986. Okay. The author for this article makes reference to Bigfoot himself being one of the most famous creatures in American history. And he says that the earliest recorded sighting reportedly dates back to Lee Erickson in the year 986. According to Rich Emmer, in his book Bigfoot Facts or Fiction, Lee and the Viking who set foot on North American soil, back then it was just a piece of land, described seeing a creature that was horribly ugly, hairy, swarthy, and with big black eyes. They called the creature Skelring. Kind of sounds like Cody's creature, huh? Still hanging around. So Bigfoot has been around for a long time. It's not something that happened recently. And, American Indians, Native American Indians also have their own reportings and dealings with a creature that we describe the same way, like Bigfoot. So this is no Johnny come lately when it comes to the cryptids. So there you go. Look here in the chat box, Brokeback Bigfoot, absolutely. You get on that fucker, you get on the bareback, and you ride him into the nearest.
Did anyone see the drone flying, or did you guys miss that? I think I missed it.
Biologist. Try to get some tests done. Get some of that fecal matter. I'm sure Bigfoot would give it up. It'd be like that feces-throwing monkey from that one zoo. That is a story. Now, keep in mind this incident that Cody had. Keep in mind how he was traumatized. Because the next one is going to bring you live what Cody and his boys might have heard in Missouri. Because there's nothing to joke about. Like, literally, if I hear stuff like this, I'm out. I leave everyone behind. Everyone. Any family member, you're done. You're screwed. Fend for yourself, I'm out of there.
So this is how we end up. Shades of blue and gray. I feel just like an empty bottle. My dreams are on
Trying to fly the drone in front of the camera. It's really difficult.
on top of a building, throw it all away.
Come on, man.
Just all the way to the rainbow's end. Just go high, and we'll never turn our backs again. So this is how we end up. The game is not to play. Everything remains the same now. One decision we obey. I just on the cloud, on top of my pillow, throw it on away, away. Take it far away before my mind spins something I am on the rail, just high, on the way to the rainbow's edge, just high, and we'll never turn our backs again.
I don't know what's wrong with this fucking drone. It's going the wrong way. This way. This way. Come on. Shit.
Fuck's sake.
For this next story, we're going all the way up north to Canada. Ontario, that is. Ontario, Canada. Apparently there was a grandpa and a grandma and a grandson. And they were out hunting. Yeah, they were out there hunting, eh? They were searching for some poutine, not to be confused with the other word. I always get myself in trouble. Yeah, poutine, fries with gravy on it. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. But this family was out doing a little hunting. They were hunting birds, as a matter of fact.
Hey, B. Baker, PBR is always around. PBR is a very smart person, just like you, like Chuck Bam. You guys are all chat room warriors.
Because maybe they were hungry, I don't know. That's probably what they do. But they were modern. They weren't just out there, just hunting in the wilderness, dressed up in bear clothing. They were out there because they wanted to teach the kid a few things. Grandma and grandpa getting crazy, getting jiggy with it, with nature, and putting one right between the eyeballs. But they had a smartphone in hand, and something went down. And many are saying, hey, that's Bigfoot. Gino Meekus. He is a hunter and resident of northwestern Ontario near, Sioux Lookout. He was with his wife, grandma, and the grandson. And this happened about October 3rd, about 50 kilometers outside of the town, when they heard something really fucking odd. Yeah. When I tell you, this was one crazy sound. There's a quote in here from Meekus, or should I say Gino. It says, we walked down a trail to see if we can find a bird, and on our way back to the vehicle, it started. When it let out the first scream, I thought it was a moose. But my mind changed when it screamed again and again. Meekus and his wife, they paused for a moment to record the sound, and that's the audio you're about to hear. The grandson, he was so taken by this sheer show of adulterated nature that he started mimicking the sound back. Now listen, grandma and grandpa, that's when you pop them in the mouth. Like, shut the hell up. You don't know what the hell is out there. And you know, you guys are going to understand when you listen to this. I would have popped that kid in the mouth. Shut the fuck up. What's wrong with you? Yeah, so, you know, let's, yeah, I actually would do that. I don't play the fucking games. Listen, let's go ahead and play this because it is freaky. Now, just imagine you're the Mickey's family here, and you're out there, and you and your wife, and you got this kid with you. I mean, he's really listen. You didn't create the kid. That's your son's kid or your daughter's kid. You can just leave his ass behind, right? Yeah, he's young anyway. No one's gonna miss him. He hasn't been around that long. Apparently not, because he doesn't know when to shut the fuck up. But let me just play this for you because it's bananas. It really is.
This is a pretty crazy recording, if you ask me. It's pretty crazy. It's like a loud wolf yelling. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry, the audio quality is bad. I apologize. I picked the wrong mic and video camera tonight. I hope you guys can hear it. I hope you guys can hear this. It's crazy.
I'm not even playing around. I mean, listen to that. And did you hear that little kid? Come on, Mickey family. You can just shut that kid up. Actually, it sounded like at the 1 minute mark, like when he yelled out, it sounded like Grandma like took his head and bashed it against the car to get him to shut up. That's what it sounded like to me. But I think it was that they came up to the car, and so she might have been opening the door or what have you. But also around that mark, you also hear him say, "Oh my God."
Hey, Autopilot and B Baker, I'm going to try to get to Rich. I hope I can make it there. Rich does a great show. I love it.
That's what they said when they heard these. It sounded like howling. Now, of course, there are some people saying that maybe it was a wolf that was out there. Fuck, if that's a wolf, that must have been a werewolf. That's what I'm saying. But it was daytime, so it could have been a werewolf. Unless it was wearing one of those sunlight rings. Anyway, so that's all I'm saying. That shit was crazy. That kid really needed to shut the hell up. I would have left his ass behind. I didn't give birth to that kid. I didn't contribute to that. At least
I never heard a kid. Were they talking about the goat, like, barking in the beginning? I didn't hear any kid. What are they talking about?
not directly. I
just heard a lot of howling. It's like an echo. Maybe some dude has a microphone and he's bored with a big ass speaker.
leave him behind. I just jumped in the car. I'll see you later. Yeah, that's your fault to get in the car anyway, so left them all behind. Sorry. That would have been the news article right there. Fuck the sound. I wouldn't even play the sound. Oh, they got lost. I looked for days. I'd never go back there again. Yeah, but that was kind of like the freaky, eerie sound. You imagine being out in the middle of the woods and you hear that. And actually, if you hear the actual audio, and I'm sure you kind of lose kind of the effect because it's being put out through the podcast here. But if you actually listen to the audio itself, you can hear an echo. You know, it's out in the wilderness, right? It's out in the open. But there's like this echo.
That's what I said. I heard an echo. It's like a big echo. People get paranoid over the easiest things nowadays. It's called social media.
Behind it that makes it sound even scarier. Completely scary. And in the video, when it starts howling, they just stop in their tracks. And they just listen. Except for a little left you behind. I'm telling you, man, I would have popped them in the mouth. Shut the hell up. That is a crazy story. Check out the link that's in the description. It'll take you to the actual video, and you might be able to hear that echo that I'm talking about. And it's so eerie, and you see them out there. I mean, this is crazy. The best thing about this video, it really is the fact that the grandson was howling back. Because many times you'll hear people say, well, they added that sound in there. That's not what really happened. Somebody added it. They went in, they edited the sound. Kind of like those things where people were saying that they were hearing trumpets from the skies. And people are saying, no, they're adding that sound in after the fact. Well, thanks to this kid, we know that that's not the case. This wasn't a doctored up video. He actually heard it, and he called back. God bless his little heart. He called back, and so we know it wasn't doctored up. Now the question is, what was it? Was it Bigfoot? Was it a lion? Not a mountain lion, but a wolf or something like that was out there howling away? It is scary as hell. Natural resources and forestry said, no, it's not Bigfoot. No, not Bigfoot. What they said was this. Our biologists say it could be a larger mammal, for example, a wolf, but because it is a considerable distance from the recorder, there's no way to know for sure. Jolanta Kowalski, she's the media relations officer from Ontario's Ministry of Resources and Forestry, and she said that in an email. But here's the one thing you got to think about. So they're admitting that this thing was probably pretty far. The guy did not have a whole fucking audio setup. He didn't have a boom mic out there. No, he had his damn cell phone. So if this thing is that far and it can be picked up by a cell phone, how big do you think this motherfucker is? How big is it? It is huge. Huge. But it could be some other large mammal according to them. They don't give no fucks. They just want to get rid of it. Stop people from talking about it. That's all it's about, to be honest. Those are the articles for today. And again, I would have been a widower and I'm missing my grandson if I heard this. Totally. I would have gone. Probably would have gotten in trouble later on, right, when they showed up after walking like 3 days to get back. That's the way. Those are the breaks, man. The kid's got to keep his mouth shut. Button it up. This is the Dark Horde Podcast. I am Manuel Ricker. I am checking out. I thank you guys for visiting and being part of the madness. Episode
Manny Moonraker, he's awesome. The Dark Horde, number 10, Bigfoot Corvid on YouTube. Follow him. He's awesome. God bless Manny. He's keeping us all entertained during some bullshit. No, I go to Rich's show and it's really hard to find his live stream. Rich is another awesome motherfucker. I'm gonna skip past his intro. I don't want to steal it.
We have cans. Here we go. Cans. Yeah. Oof. Oh. My uterus. Like a few uterus. Thank you, ladies. I want to welcome everybody to the show. All kidding aside.
Saw a bug.
Does anybody know anybody who's got 19? Do you know somebody who's got 19? I'm not talking like you know somebody who knows somebody. Do you know somebody? You. I'd like to see a thumbs up if you know somebody. Or is it the other way around? If you don't know somebody, this way you get everybody. I did it backwards. This side. Okay. So, Tommy, how you doing? Nobody knows. Look, Gufon, no. B. Baker, yeah? Oh, no. You do know somebody. Oh, I didn't know. Watchers Talk, how you doing? We can have it. Two cousins. Really? Oh, no, I'm sorry, bro. See, this is not good. Not yet. Closer Encounter says, I'll say highs as I check in if you know somebody. Jeez, man. Tranquility Bay 69, how you doing? +1. Joshua Morphew, Closer Encounters. We were on there today, by the way. What a great time. I probably ruined 3 relationships with just 2 words. Bullshit. The lady asked me. She was a secret space programmer. Not a programmer, one of those, SSP, like Corey Good, David Wilcock. Nice lady. Nothing to say negative about her. It's the content within that person. She said a lot. She wore a lot of hats and did a lot of things, had a lot of jobs. She was a cyborg maker. Her name was L-E-L. That's all I know. Anyway, I gotta say, Johnny Crowley, you guys are still doing that. Okay, good. Watchers Talk, how you guys doing? Johnny, Gufon, Andrew, Montanos. Yep, how you doing? I am a space warden too. Pat Walker, Texas Ranger, what do you say there? Everybody's coming in. Good. Chunky, JJ, A-N-N, no E, Celine. That's her new name. A-N-N, no E, Celine. That's a long way to go. Let's just call, Celine. Hey, Mario! Heatwave. How you doing? All right. Wow, you guys really piled in there. Quick, hold. Please, Schmo.
Rich's show froze up.
This is crazy. Yeah, the screen is, there's a lot of stuff happening. Actually,
wow.
It's just, it seems like I need to refresh the computer, so I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to play a lot of videos tonight.
I picked the wrong camera.
Just maybe one.
I picked the wrong camera and I picked the wrong microphone for the live stream, so you can't see chat. Sorry.
Maybe 2, a couple more. Actually, tonight I wanted to ask you guys, and I'm skipping all over the place, but just while I'm on the topic here, I want to talk about what's the truth. Okay? Because everybody's got a different story, it seems. You ask somebody if they believe this 19 thing is real. Say, yeah, well, I guess. I got that answer like a couple of times. It's like, wait, what? Well, I mean, I don't know anybody, but and it would be a low number anyway, wouldn't it? Let's pull it up. We're already talking about it. It's not a video. Hold on, let me close a couple of things here. I forgot. It's the numbers are weird. The videos that you're seeing on the internet, like they show you New York, and they show you the hospital, and you hear that there's long waits, a lot of people, we're running out of masks, and all this stuff. And people go down there with their cameras. Joe Citizen. Hold on. Oh, I think I need that. And they're finding out there's nobody there. It's empty. The doctors, nurses, I guess, whatever they are, wearing their scrubs, are sitting outside smoking cigarettes, like bored out of their mind.
Is that a fact, guys? I don't know. I don't see too many people walking around. Maybe there's a legit threat somewhere. Trump said it was going to be a horrible 2 weeks. I hope Rich is right.
And people like me who are walking up to hospitals and asking questions are being ushered off the grounds. Can't be a guy, private property. Oh yeah? What do you got, the 19? Get out, not allowed on here. He's got 19! That's what you got to do with the cops. I got 19, don't come any closer. You don't want this. It'll be 21 when you get it, trust me. So, I did that well. What if I had it? That'd be great, wouldn't it? Nah, it wouldn't be. That's not nice. I wouldn't survive it. But anyway, I went down to the hospitals myself. Supposed to be 2-3 hour waits. Nobody's there. I walk up to the hospital. Hey, how you doing? Just looking around. Well, they said, oh, you got to go to emergency. And I'm like, emergency?
Rich would be in a higher risk group. He said he had diabetes. I heard diabetes was one of the pre-existing conditions that this virus is harmful for.
6 cars in the parking lot. And then I hear a little chuckle. I walk away. Cop comes up. You can't be on here. Private property, and they don't want you here. Like, why? Why are they so on the ready? Like, what is somebody going to do with the COVID? Are they going to run through the doors and scream? Run up and down naked? I got it. It doesn't make sense why they have police there at the hospital. Yes, they may have it for grounds. I understand. Security, allied security, whatever you want to call these companies. But to have the actual police there?
B. Baker, to be honest, I think it's preparation for something much bigger. I don't know if you can hear me. I picked the wrong microphone, but all this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So which is it? Is it a ET announcement? Is it an asteroid? Is it a climate change test? Is it a nuclear war that's coming? We have to put on our critical thinking hats here and think about what's going on. We can't just believe the narrative that's being scripted. That's why I like Rich's show. He doesn't go on script. You know, the people that chat in my chat room, they're not on script. The people that chat on Gufon's chat room, a lot of them aren't on script. You know, it's just how I feel.
I wonder if it's like this in Bismarck, North Dakota. I was going to pull something up, wasn't I? I was also talking about something else and I went off topic. But, oh yeah, I was on Closer Encounters today. Clarence Mitchell in the chat.
Yeah, it's a psyop. For sure. It's really mass hysteria.
Room, how you doing? Thank you for having me on. So, you know, she says, we introduce ourselves in the beginning of this show. By the way, part 2 is tomorrow. It's going to be live from 9 to 7 Pacific time. It's not sign up. And I introduce myself as somebody, and I'm like a truther, haha, you know, like just trying to fire. Guys, what are you, Tommy? No, Tommy.
Wow.
$100?
Holy moly. Tommy.
Seriously.
Wow.
$100. Should have went with the sticker for $100.
That's fucking cool.
You know, you can do stickers now for, I don't know, $5, $10. Dude, thank you so much. I don't know what to say.
The guy Tommy's awesome. I'm really glad he's on board with Gufon, because Gufon's a good dude. I don't know if you guys can hear it. There's a lot of glass clicking around. I don't know what the fuck it is. It might be ghosts. Ghosts are excited. Tommy just gave Gufon $100. Did it freeze up? I think it froze up.
Hey, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say it, but it was like 5 times that, I think. 4 or 5 times. It was a ridiculous amount, and it's coming very handy.
Yeah, the Q thing is really weird, B Baker, for sure. It's super weird. It's like, how do you put it together? Psychologically, it's like, who's putting that shit out there? And why would anybody follow blindly some dude with it? His name is just Q. You know, I don't know. It was maybe a month ago or something. Like, I was on the SOR chat room, and some dude called me a troll, and then Trip was like, Gutter Gawker just wants attention. And so I wanted to prove I wasn't a troll in my own way. And fortunately, like, the lockdown gave me that ability to do so. You know, I'm not going to jump in front of the camera. I don't want attention. But shouldn't QAnon do something similar? Like, if you were a super smart AI or whatever the hell he is, or she is, or it is, you think Q would jump up and just say who the hell he is? Get it over with. I'm not making the prediction Q is. I'm just saying UFOs are real. That's where I like to hide out.
So I thank you for that. It touched. Reverington Brandon showing up. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for the euros, $1.99 euros. This is unbelievable already. We're not even into the show 15 minutes. I appreciate it. Reverington is a regular contributor in Super Chat. Tommy is too. So thank you both for everything. Thank you. Man, I have to. I have to stop the show for any amount. 100. I mean, Breverington again, Brandon, every show. I mean, thank you so much, guys. It's unreal. I didn't even have to mention it. Forgot I even had it, to be honest. Wasn't even thinking about it. Thank you. I don't know what to.
It's cool those guys support Gufon. I'm getting super tired. I just wanted to say what's up to everybody. Maybe tomorrow I'll be back on. All you guys are cool. If I have any zombie streams, you guys take care of it for me. Later.